Well, it has been a tough week for the Delaware economy. Astra Zeneca said it was pulling 1,200 workers out of its Wilmington facility. Some of those will be transferred, others laid off. Earlier, Fisker Automotive announced that Henrik Fisker, the main man behind the company and its namesake, the architect in working with Delaware officials to put his car company here, is leaving his job at what was really his company. So to sort all of this out, we bring in Newsworks cartoonist Rob Tornoe. Rob, give us some help here. Obviously, Fisker going through a lot of growing pains, and it seems like every time they're in the news, it's not ever good.
Yeah, it's always been bad since the first announcement. I mean, a lot of people want to give Markel a hard time. I look back at the time he came into office and the problems with the economy, and looking at a deal like Fisker, it was a gamble. It was going to be risky, a high-end sort of hybrid car that was, priced higher than sort of like a low-end kind of thing. But you have to take that risk. You have to do something in order to stimulate the economy. And with Fisker, the more and more we see, it might just be a bad bet.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be panning out. And you're not a big believer in these home run kind of deals where it get a big company in, like an Astra Zeneca that employs thousands of people.
Right.
Should it be trying to lure in smaller, sort of these up and coming?
Yeah,
companies?
I mean, it's tough. It's tough to be able, because what do? Do you go create 20 small businesses? How do you go about that? Who do you find? How many of those are going to be sure bets? But with these big companies, Astra Zeneca, of course, was big in the news this week. You make a bet on them and you say, listen, we're going to give you all this money, we're going to give you tax write-offs, just stay here. And it seems like as soon as that expiration is done, then you start hearing, it's almost like Comcast, if you subscribe to Comcast, as soon as the deal comes up, you're like, well, I'm going to go to Verizon. Well, no, stay with Comcast. It seems like that's the game a lot of these guys are playing.
And speaking of games that are being played, University of Delaware women's basketball team, big in the news, big fan.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great for the state. I think it's awesome for our community. We're going to have a home game here against West Virginia on Sunday. Del Don has been just killing it, I forget how many games they've won straight, over 20. So, I mean, hopefully it'll be good. I think they'll do well.
Let's hope it continues. Yeah. That's Rob Tornoe's version of March Madness, and you get it right here on First. You can find Rob online at newsworks.org/Delaware and follow Rob on Twitter @RobTornoe.